Okay, hi everyone. See you again in this video. Especially for this opportunity, I would like to explain about simple past. So maybe some of you still confused when we just say simple past. What is simple past? All right. Okay. Here I would like to explain more detail regarding the simple past itself. Have a look the points. Okay, here the simple past. Okay, what is the when we use the simple past? Yeah, the simple past is used to talk about activities or situation that began and ended in the past. So in bahasa we say bentuk lampau digunakan untuk menceritakan tentang aktivitas atau situasi yang dimulai dan sudah berakhir di masa yang lalu. Intinya kalau kita ingin menceritakan kenangan-kenangan di masa lalu atau kegiatan-kegiatan yang telah kita lakukan, so we talk by using simple past, guys. Alright. Okay, well, here is the pattern. So there are gonna be three patterns: positive, negative, and question as well. Alright. But before I explain this one, all the tenses in English has the pattern. So that's why I hope I have already explained in the previous video about simple present and present progressive. So now I'd like to focus explaining about simple past. Okay, and as a subject, there are gonna be three main things. Is there are pronouns, nouns, and noun phrase. Which one is a pronoun? We call pronoun in English is I, you, we, they, he, she, it. That's what we call subject pronoun. And noun, which one is noun? Noun, all nouns looks like police, man, books, chairs, bags, etc. Regarding noun can be subject in English. And then noun phrase. Which one is noun phrase? I'd like to give an example here. As a noun phrase is a nice girl, a police. This we call noun phrase as a subject. Alright. Okay, well, I'd like to explain the pattern in positive. Okay. Remember, all the pattern is similar. Looks like there is a subject, verb, or linking word and object. Right. Here, the formula or the pattern for positive of past is there is a subject followed by past and then slash ed. Past here, normally people in Indonesia say that is verb 2. Okay, verb 2. Okay, and then slash ed and plus object. When we use here past and when we use ed, take a look at the examples here. There is infinitive, what we call verb 1 here is go, and then this is as a fast is when, and then this is past participle gone, so go, when, gone. And then I suggest you all, if you memorize for one word, I suggest you to memorize those three changing for every single word. Looks like the example here, go, when, gone. So for the past we use when as a word here. It means that past or verb 2. Okay, and the negative pattern followed by subject did not, or in a short way we call didn't, and infinitive and plus object. Remember, in negative and question we use infinitive, no past anymore. So remember, we use verb 2 or ed only in positive sentence, no negative, no questions as well. Alright, so take a look the example in negative one here. There is did not, and This is the subway, didn't. And then we put again infinitive of verb 1 and object. So here, so remember, in negative and question we just use infinitive, no past participle like this. Okay, and question as well. Take a look at the questions. We put did in front of the sentence. Looks like here we put did, and after that subject, and after that infinitive of verb 1, and after that object. So all the questions similar, right? Okay, so remember, maybe some of you ask question, what about if there is no verb in the sentence? Okay, so I try to explain here on the right side. If there is no verb, so it will use to be past. Which is to be past? Okay, which one is to be past? To be past is, of course, were and was. For example, I'd like to give you example before we go to the main examples. For example, I say I was late yesterday. Why I put was? Because late is adverb, not verb. So that's why we put to be past. Remember, we put was and were in the past if there is no verb after subject. So that's the pattern for past and the use of was and were in the past tense. Okay, this is the adverbial, how to identify well about the past simple. Okay, the first thing is yesterday. Okay, yesterday, for example, I called you yesterday, I called you few minutes ago, and last week, last month, last year, and 2 months ago. Those all are the adverbial for past. Okay, and then okay, I'd like to explain about irregular verb and regular verbs in terms of the pattern of past. Okay, here take a look. In positive sentence for irregular verb, we use past. Okay, remember the see, saw, seen. In English, we say see here is infinitive, but normally our students in Indonesia say put one. And then okay, there is verb 2 here, saw, and seen is past participle. Okay, now we use saw here in simple past. Okay, so we use saw, made, sang, ate, put, went. Okay, and then when we use ed, okay, we use ed if the word, if the verb is regular verbs. Okay, so how do we do identify the verb use ed? So remember, we have to focus with the irregular verb. Irregular verb, there is a special list for that one. So when we want to know more about this one, we just try to memorize the irregular verbs, and means that if there is no in the irregular verb list, so means that the verb is regular verbs, which is must be put ed for simple past. Okay, that's the rule for how to use irregular and regular verbs in English. And I suggest you all, if you memorize one word, please try to memorize those 3 for once. Looks like see, saw, seen, make, made, made, sing, sang, sang, eat, ate, eaten, put, put, go and gone, etc. So that's the best way to memorize those 3 words in one way of memorizing. Okay, well, here the affirmative. I would like to explain the example. Okay, here number 1, Gary walked down yesterday. Okay, maybe you ask why ed here. Okay, again, I have just explained to you all in the previous slide about when we use ed. We use ed here because walk is regular verb. Okay, so again, walk is regular verb. Okay, also number 2, my teacher explained it to me the subject 2 weeks ago. Okay, uh, why ed also here for this verb? Because explain is regular verb. Okay, next number 3, they went to see their grandmother last month. Okay, why when here not go not gone? Okay, based on the pattern we have to put past or verb 2 in positive sentence, so we use gone not go here because of past tense or ed is supposed to be here. All right, next number 4, she came to work on time this morning. Okay, came also here is the verb 2. The first or infinitive is come. Come, came, come. Okay, so we use came as the verb here. Okay, and then the last number 5, I slept 3 hours last night. Okay, the first word or the first verb of this one is sleep. Okay, this past or verb 2 is slept. Sleep, slept, and slept. Okay, thus the pattern, the use of past or simple past in English. Okay, for especially for the affirmative. Okay, well, next is the negative. Gary didn't walk downtown yesterday. Okay, for negative one, we don't use past or verb 2 anymore, but we use infinitive. So this is the pattern. We use past or verb 2 or /ed only for positive sentence. So remember guys, no past and verb 2, no ed in negative and question for simple past. Okay, have a look at the sentence number 2. My teacher didn't explain it to me the subject 2 weeks ago. Okay, so this is number 1 and number 2 the same. And number 3, they didn't go to see their grandmother last month. Okay, and number 4, she didn't come to work on time this morning. And the last number, I didn't sleep well last night. So remember, slept in the positive, in negative we put didn't, and then infinitive or verb 1, sleep well last night. Okay, thus how to change from positive sentence into negative sentence. All right, okay, we go to questions. Okay, well, the questions we put did in the first word in the sentence. Okay, take a look. Number 1, did Gary walk downtown yesterday? And number 2, did my teacher explain it to me the subject 2 weeks ago? And number 3, did they go to see their grandmother last month? And then number 4, did she come to work on time this morning? And number 5, did you sleep 3 hours last night? So those the way in making questions. Okay, take a look the way we answer yes or no. So when you ask, did Gary walk downtown yesterday? So if you say yes, yes, Gary did. If you say no, no, Gary didn't. So that's the simple way in answering the question from simple past. Okay, well, I do hope those explanations are clear. And then if you have questions, you can put you in your comment. Okay, those the briefly explanation about simple past. Okay, well, I do hope the explanation clear for you, so that you can apply in your real way in applying the English, especially for simple past. I do hope this video can be much useful for you, and once you have problem for your English that you can put in comment, that's I can respond and I can make like video to answer your questions. Okay, well guys, thank you very much for watching, and do not forget to help or subscribe, like and share, and I hope that I can create more attractive lesson in the next coming video. Okay, thank you so much. See you. Bye bye.